So, now that all the cores have been released and all the locations have been found, I'll be showing you all the locations for free cores in this video. If you're looking for locations on the shovel ones, I suggest you look somewhere else because I'm not making a video on that. Now, I'll be showing all the locations starting from the science department all the way to BeeDM Bee Life. And as you notice, BeeDM Bee Life is still upcoming, but I'm going to assume that it has the same location as it had when the invasion event first happened. Just like the show must go on. It released an hour ago, had the same location, so I'm going to assume BeeDM Bee Life will have the same location as well. Now, I highly suggest you watch my other video on how I completed the invasion event in 15 minutes. Basically, I collected all the cores that I could in 15 minutes, boosted my XP, and got all the tiers and some extra credits for bubblies. So I'll start right now in the science department. Once you're here, you can probably already see it when you spawn in, but you'll basically just want to walk straight forward up these stairs and up the second set of stairs, and it'll be right here in the middle, just floating there, waiting for you to collect it for your 70 XP. Now let's move on to the next room. It is systematic deletion. Once you spawn in, you're gonna look to your left and there'll be this door. Just click on the door to go to the game. Once you're here, you'll want to turn to your right, facing from the scoreboard, and follow this trail of green neon blobs. I'm not sure what exactly they are, but just follow the trail of it, and it'll be floating right there. You can collect it for 70 XP. Now, let's move on to the next room. The next one is Ranger Roy's Robot Takeover. Once you're here, you're going to want to walk straight forward, and you'll see these 3 sets of bikes. You want to just press start on each button, whichever one, doesn't matter. Now, once you spawn in, it'll probably be dark, but it'll take a couple seconds to actually load into the game. But you'll basically just want to play through this entire thing. You don't have to do anything special. It won't be in the level. It'll be at the end, in the credits. So you can just sit back, relax, play the game, or not. But yeah, I'll just skip to where the core is. So once you play through the game, you can just hop out of the bike and it'll be floating right here. You'll see it when you load in, but yeah, you just collect it for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. Kappa Hideaway. So once you load in, you'll want to make your way outside of this building. So you can see you'll spawn in there. You'll want to make your way outside and make your way through this river and jump down here to this swirl. You'll be teleported here to Kappa Hideaway. You'll just want to keep walking straight forward and it'll be on the second floor of that building. Once you get to the second floor, it'll be floating right on top of this table and you can collect it for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. Timber Hollow. Once you spawn in, you'll want to walk straight and keep on to this path. And you'll want to head towards that big tree. Once you're here, you can either click the teleport or click the mushroom to jump. It'll take you to the same location. Once you get up here, the core will be right in front of you and you can collect it for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. Forgotten Island. Once you spawn in, you'll just want to make your way straight forward. Just keep walking forward. And you'll want to go to that little area right here that's glowing yellow. And you'll want to click start just once. Once you get teleported to the Forgotten Island, you'll want to make your way through this cave. And you'll have to make some jumps, some little parkour jumps. It's not that difficult. You just want to make your way up here. Just keep along the path. Once you're up here, make your way through this path. And at the end of it will be the core. You'll probably already see it when you get to here. It'll be floating right here. You can collect it for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. Casanova PVP. Now, I would suggest you join a private mode, but you can take a chance of joining in a public mode. So once you're here, we're going to walk straight forward and click on this book right here. You can go to Carnival. Once you get to the Carnival, you'll probably already see it when you spawn in, but it'll be right next to the leaderboard in this corner of this platform. You collect it for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. Favela. Once you spawn in, you'll just want to walk straight forward and you'll want to walk up these stairs next to the butterfly and cross this little platform, and it'll be floating right here at the corner of this little area. You collect it for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. Splash Royale. Once you spawn in, you'll basically just want to make your way straight down to the beach. Just follow this path and go inside the water. You see the water's glowing. It'll be right underneath the water right here. Just collect it for your 70 XP and you can move on to the next room. Narrant, Cards of Legend. Once you're here, you'll basically just want to click on the How to Play book, and it will teleport you to this room. It'll basically play a tutorial, but it'll be right here in this cage. You can collect it for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. Off Track. You'll basically want to click these 4 squares and it will let you decide which subroom you want to join. You'll want to select Lake Walk. So once you're in the Lake Walk subroom, you basically just want to make your way down the path. Now once the path begins to take a left turn, you'll basically just want to stop at this tree, look right next to it, and the core will be right there. You can collect it for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. Invitation to the table. Now you have to join a public room because you need 6 people to start the game. Once you're here, you'll just want to wait until the gates open or just go straight on ahead, but I find that waiting for the gates to open will be less likely to bug the room out. Once you're here, if the game is in progress, you'll basically just want to wait until the game is over. But if you're here alone, then you'll probably just want to server hop into a full lobby or get lucky and join a lobby that is barely starting. So I'll just skip to where the game is starting for me. So once you're in pre-game, you'll just want to start the game. So once the game starts, you'll basically be spawned into this location. You'll want to walk straight forward towards this area and take a left turn, and I'll be floating right there. You can already see it, and you can just collect it for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. The Minish Cap. I would suggest you join a private mode because this game can get really cramped. It'll basically be right here, and it's a pretty close space, so I suggest you join a private mode. Once you're here, you'll want to walk straight forward and take a left. You'll want to walk up these stairs and take a right and walk through this bridge and keep going straight. And once you're at the end of this bridge, you'll see a tree and it'll be right behind the tree. You can collect it for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. LGBTQ Forgotten. Now, I would probably suggest you join a private mode because people would probably mess with the game and steal the keycard and not give you the keycard, which is required to get the core. So I suggest you join a private mode. Doesn't matter which subroom, it all leads to the same area. Once you're here, you'll want to walk straight forward and take a left past these stairs and jump down to this little area, and then take a right. You'll see this wall. You just walk on it or just interact with this and it'll open the wall. You just want to walk through this cave and it'll teleport you to the next room. Once you're here, you're going to want to walk straight forward, and you can see the doors that we need to unlock. If you're in a public and they're already locked, then that's good for you. Someone unlocked them before you. But if they're not unlocked, you just want to keep walking straight forward. Take a right, take a left. Keep on with the path. Just keep walking straight forward. Take a left and go into the first room you see right here. And the key card will be right on this table. You want to grab it and go back to the doors that I showed earlier. Once you're back here, you want to put the key card on the reader, and it'll turn green and it'll open the door. Once the door's open, the core will be right here on top of these keyboards. Collect it for your 70 XP and move on to the next room. Sailor Squares. This one might be tricky. So once you're here and the game hasn't started, you'll want to go to this cannon and press start. And it'll start the game. And basically what you'll want to do is the core will be in the middle row halfway across the map. You'll want to make your way there, but it is pretty challenging as things will be knocking you over and the platforms will disappear and you can just instantly get brought back to the beginning. But once you make it to the middle, you collect the core, get your 70 XP, and move on to the next room. Ghost Hunters Camp. I would suggest you join a private mode because there's one controller in the room that you need to grab. So once you're here, you'll want to grab the controller I was talking about. As you can see, there's only one. And it'll basically let you control this board right here. You'll want to select the job, select Haunted House, the new map, and press start. Once you're here, you'll want to press the button to load in. And you'll be loaded in and go to this area right here and press the green button to open the door. Once the door is open, you'll want to get out the truck, take a turn, and look around back here to this playground. And you can probably already see it from here, but it'll basically be floating right in the middle of this merry-go-round. You can collect it for your 70 XP and move on to the next room. Bermuda. I recommend you join a private mode because this is a PvP game, so you can avoid getting killed by other players. Once you're here, you're going to want to walk up to this red door that says PvP and click on it to join the PvP room. Once you're in the PvP area, you'll want to walk up to the scoreboard and press start.
Game on.
Once you start the game, the core will be in between the bridge of A to C. So from A base to C base, it'll be in this bridge right here in the middle, and you can collect it for 70 XP. Let's move on to the next game. Spider Cave Escape. Now I recommend you join a private mode because if someone has already started the game and has went on to several waves, you don't get bombarded by all the enemies. Once you're here, before you press start, we're basically going to want to walk, well, run actually, straight through, just run straight until you reach a wall, and we're going to climb that wall. So let's just start the game. Once the game starts, once again, we're going to just rush our way straight on, try not to get killed. Go through here, and once we reach the wall, we're going to climb up of it. Make sure to holster at least one of your weapons, the shield or the sword, and climb up. Once you're all the way up here, you're going to want to cross this bridge, and at the end of the bridge, right here in the middle, you'll probably see it, there'll be the core. You're just going to want to walk here, collect the core for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. Zombie Hunters. So I decided to join a private mode because the public room I was in was broken. When I clicked the door, it just froze my character until I opened my watch. So you'll basically want to click on this door that says Happy Hunting and go to the Desert Valley. Once you're in the Desert Valley, the game will start in a couple seconds and it will just respawn you here right in front of the leaderboard. Just wait until the game starts. So once the game starts, you'll probably be spawned right here. You'll basically want to look behind the building and up on the water tower. You'll probably be able to see it. The core will be right there on the edge of it. You'll basically just want to climb up there and collect the core. Once you're up here, the core will be in this corner, just floating there, and you can collect it for your 70 XP. Let's move on to the next room. The show must go on. Once you're here, you're basically going to walk straight forward and go up these stairs, and the core will be floating right here on this red light. But you'll have to complete the tutorial first, so let's do that real quick. That was pretty much the tutorial. It was pretty quick and simple to do. So now we're going to go back to the lobby. Once you've completed the tutorial, you'll basically want to go up the stairs once again and collect your power core for your 70 XP. Now let's move on to the last room. BeeDM Bee Life. Once you're here, you're going to want to keep walking straight forward past the BeeDM Bee Life sign. Just keep walking forward, and we're going to go to that beehive over there. Once we're here and we reach into the yellow circle, we're basically going to be teleported into the beehive. Once we're in the beehive, we're going to walk straight forward and we're going to go up that ramp right there and into the restaurant. And the power core will be floating right here, right next to the performer and right next to this counter. And that's pretty much all the locations on the invasion event. Now is a good time to probably boost. But once again, I recommend you try to get as many as you can in under 15 minutes. And then boost so you can max out your XP. But that's pretty much it. See ya.